Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Wednesday, February 16th. So welcome to the full moon day. We are going to have the full moon in Leo taking place at 11:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, taking place at 28 degrees. Please check out the full moon in Leo forecast that I posted about this particular moon event. The energy is very potent. We have a huge responsibility, huge opportunity to take underneath this full moon peak energy. And you got to get aligned. You got to get in alignment with this energy so that you don't miss out on what is a very pivotal point, not only in our ascension, not only in our enlightenment, but in taking advantage of the actions that we have to take in our physical realms to land us on a new path and a new direction in moving forward. So we are going to have the full moon peak about midday, and then the moon is going to go void of course and prepare us to move into Virgo energy. We will be locking into Virgo energy around 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a lot going on as far as the energy goes here today. I would definitely recommend downloading your moon guide. Do the shadow work that is required of you to get to the next level of your soul's purpose, of your soul's meaning, right? We have a huge opportunity here to make up for some lost time, and we have a huge opportunity to also take a huge step forward. So make sure you're in alignment with the energies that are currently supporting us to make some major moves. It's a pretty busy day in the cosmos, 13 different aspects taking place here today, and 12 of them involve the moon. Right out of the gate, we have a little bit of a conflict here because the moon in Leo bumping into Neptune in Pisces is going to make it hard for us to truly align with our higher selves. There's a situation taking place where we're literally being triggered and activated. Our backs are against a wall where we have to be brave in this present moment. We have to use the information in our present moment, in our physical realms, in order to actually take action, which means that we have to lean a little bit more into our ego selves than our higher intuitive selves. And this can create a little bit of a test, a little bit of a friction point, an inner conflict, so to speak, because we're having a hard time keeping our emotions in line. The full moon anyways intensifies our emotions. Neptune and Pisces is hypersensitive and always overwhelmed with the comings and goings of our physical realm and the metaphysical realm. And to be quite honest with you, we're going to be so overwhelmed with all of these energies that many of us just kind of want to escape, maybe want to stay in bed all day, curl up in a ball and just not deal with life. Now, that's going to be an up and down flow throughout the day, so pace yourself, because the moon goes ahead and then makes some very harmonious aspects with both Mars and Venus. And in the full moon Leo forecast that I did, we talked about Mars and Venus conjunct, sitting next to one another, holding each other's hands under this full moon in Leo, which is the masculine and feminine divine energies coming together, giving us a balanced energy to operate from. This is very empowering. We're essentially starting a brand new cycle for love, for action, for passion, for desire. This is a very changing time. We are going to take the opportunity to make a major move in the pursuit of our new dreams, of our new goals, of what it is that we've realized that we want, need, and desire. So this is going to really fire us up, make us very intensely passionate about making the changes that we know are necessary, not only within our mind, body, and soul, but in our physical realms, finally being supported by the universe to take action and make a move. Now, we are going to be, again, hypersensitive all day. The moon bumping into Chiron, the wounded healer, is going to illuminate for us where it is that we're tired of feeling like this. We're tired of being hurt. We're tired of bearing the pain, the weight on our heart space. Of course, that's what the full moon in Leo is all about, is releasing that heaviness, releasing that weight, freeing us up to actually pursue things that make us happy. So we are going to be slightly triggered throughout the day in order for us to realize where it is that we're kind of stuck, where it is that we need to make some changes, and where it is that we need to muster up the courage and bravery, the boldness to actually go after what it is that we want. Now, the only aspect that isn't involving the moon here today is with Venus. And this is when Venus conjuncts Mars. They are essentially together in the cosmos, giving us a reset in our energy. We all have feminine and masculine divine energies within us. The feminine is emotional and intuitive, very receptive, wants to go with the flow. And that Mars energy, very aggressive, wants to take action, wants to make a move. At this particular point, because Venus is not up to her fullest power, she is allowing the masculine energy to take her hand and lead her into this next chapter in pursuing what it is that she knows within herself that she wants, needs, and desires. This is a very, very, very powerful shift, not only within ourselves, but in our personal relationships. This is a divine meet cute, if you will, for our soul family members, for some soul mate energy and twin flames, if you subscribe to that concept. So the moon is going to go ahead and square the true node. And this is actually going to put us at a little bit of a conflict with ourselves because we're stuck. We know we have to make a major move in order to get on the path that we desire to be. The true node is showing us where it is that we want to be, where it is that we need to be in order to fulfill our soul's meaning, our soul's purpose. But this moon in Leo is a little bit stuck. It is a fixed sign. We are a little bit hesitant to make the changes that we know we have to make. And many of us do not make those changes until we are backed up into the corner, our backs against the wall. And this is the exact kind of energy that we're feeling at this point, because we do have to feel that breaking point, that boiling point, in order for us to make a change. The moon bumps into Pluto, and Pluto, the great transformer himself, is really inspiring us, showing us where it is that we feel stuck, that we don't want to sit in this funk, that we want to make a major change, and giving us the bravery in order to stand in our power, stand in our authority, and actually take control over our physical lives and align with the path in which we now actually want to pursue. This is when the moon sits across from the sun, giving us our full moon in Leo. Of course, the sun is in Aquarius, trying to show us where it is we need to think outside of the box, where it is we need to focus in on the dream, the visual of the future, and where it is in our emotions that we have to release a lot of these pent up aggressions, a lot of this frustrations, a lot of this stagnancy from our heart space, so that we have a clean slate to actually work with as we move into the pursuit of happiness. Of course, with the dreams and the visuals and the goals that we now know that we have, now we're fired up to actually take action, make a move, and actually go after it. Now, the moon is going to bump into Mercury and Venus and Mars in not the nicest way, but let me tell you, this not nice way forces us to speak up and speak out. We've been talking about Leo ruling over the heart. We've been talking about Aquarius ruling over the head. What do we do when we find the middle ground? We find our throat chakra. We find our voice. We have to roar and let these MFers remind them that we have power, that we have a voice, that we have ideas, that we have feelings, that we have to be heard. And this is definitely going to be the time to be heard with this releasing, with this purging energy, triggering our heart space to let it all out. Get it out of your system, get it out of your body. The moon is going to wrap up on a high note when we move into this Virgo energy that is going to help us organize our thoughts, organize our feelings, restructure, reorganize our day, our plan, our everything after this release. Virgo energy cleans up the mess, creates order out of chaos. And after this purge, we're going to need to get down to the nitty gritty and put things back in their place. The moon, while in Virgo energy, is going to bump into Pluto and Chiron. This is when we get organized in our psyche, in our mental plane, in our heart space, and recognizing what it is that we actually just healed within ourselves by releasing, by actually spitting out the words that we've been harboring in our heart space for far too long. There is a release, there is a purge, there is a point in which we're going to feel better from unleashing some of the fury that we've been holding very tightly, very rigidly within our physical bodies. So we are going to feel this peak energy. It is going to be a little bit dramatic, a little bit intense, a little bit passionate, a little bit overwhelming, but damn, is it going to feel good once it gets out.